That is Burn right here on Pure West Radio, your station for Pembrokeshire. And indeed, from Pembrokeshire, always many events going on around the county. And a very old friend of ours from Pure West is joining us here on the show today to talk more about it. Jonathan Twigg, good morning, my man.
Good morning, Toby. I've just come in for a little bit of respite from the rain, to be honest.
It's been horrendous, isn't it, the last couple of days? I mean, people know you from being a referee across the county. I suppose you've had your fair share of going through sports tops at the moment.
Absolutely, and it's the same cricket, umpiring and things like that. So any sport, walking, football, swimming, at the end of the day, sport's massive in my life, and I think it's massive in a lot of people's lives in Pembrokeshire. And let's just remember what it's all about. It's about getting out there on a Saturday, keeping yourself fit, and maybe just getting a little bit of a sweaty brow with a smile on your
Whatever
face.
The weather.
Absolutely. But there'll be no sport this weekend for the current weather.
Yeah, I know. It's quite shocking. I feel sorry for everyone, really. And of course, make sure you tune into the Sports Show every Monday night from 7 o'clock with Eaton Evans and Morris Solicitors for all the latest sporting news from around the county. But we're not here talking about sports today, Twigs, even though you're donning your Welsh top. Always great to see your patriotic side.
Well, very patriotic. And the reason I am here and I'm wearing a Welsh top in some ways, Toby, is to talk about the Haverfordwest Twinning Association. Because tomorrow we've got our AGM, 6:30 in Haverfordwest Cricket Club. But it's quite a special year because it's 35 years since there was a formal friendship between ourselves, and the twin town for Haverfordwest is Oberkirch. And like you've rightly said in your introduction, it's on every sign that you come into Haverfordwest, and we're
you can't miss it. I mean, the kids love it. They're always looking at the sign going, what is Oberkirch? Where is it? What's the relationship to it? And that's why I'm really pleased to get you on to find out more about it, because we drive past the Haverfordwest sign daily basis, every day, most of us, or if not, at least a couple of times. Haverfordwest is the county town. It interlinks. We have the bypass. You go past it. Whenever you look at the Haverfordwest, the Halford sign, Oberkirch is there.
Oberkirch there. And it really goes back to 1987, Joe, when the Glencleddau dancers, which have promoted Pembrokeshire across Europe and the world even, they went on a tour in 1987, and there's a number of villages around the Baden area where Oberkirch is, and they went on a tour around those villages back in 87, and they then Haverfordwest Town Council, through their clerk Pat Lewis, wrote a letter of introduction about our town, and Oberkirch replied to it for it, and from that the friendship was built. So really the twin town is built on friendship, and it was formalised in 1989, which is why it's our 35th year this year and how important it is. And for it, and that was signed between the then Mayor, Dowie Pritchard, who was well known in not only Haverfordwest but in the county within education circles as well as Director of Education, and the Burgermeister in Oberkirch was Willie Sheckler. So they came over, they signed, and there's been visits back and forth, and really intrinsic in everything that's going on. It's the people of Haverfordwest that have extended that friendship, welcomed people into their homes as well. Certainly the Glencleddau dancers in particular. The male voice choir have visited on numerous occasions, and it's been reciprocated with the Set Batter band coming back. So there's been some great times that are going. But since COVID, we've kind of stagnated, and we're starting to rebuild a little bit. And I'm here today to try and promote it, to say, does anybody else want to come and get involved? You don't have to be formalised in an office or anything like that. We just want people to get involved and be part of it. It is, hopefully, this year with Pembrokeshire Youth Service, the Haverfordwest Youth Club are going over on a visit as well. So Liz Griffiths, who's been a previous committee member, is the youth service manager. They're really keen to start establishing those links again about Haverfordwest and Oberkirch.
And it's really exciting. I mean, there's, just all this history that, we should, really just galvanize, especially when we've got the younger generation so intrigued in this today.
I'm a teacher as well. I'm a supply teacher. Toby, go in and you talk about stuff. You bring things in to engage with the young people on a one-to-one basis, as a class basis. And I've taken stuff in from Oberkirch, and the young people are interested in it. Oberkirch is a very, very similar town to Haverfordwest, which is why the twin friendship came from there. It's a medieval town. There's a lot of wooden structures, but they've got a river running through the centre of it, exactly the same as Haverfordwest, the River Wrench. And the Baden area is in the Black Forest area of Germany, very close to the French border. It's a very well-renowned winemaking region as well. So they have festivals that celebrate different things. And every September, there's a wine festival where all the wine growers in the area come together and celebrate what their products are. And we often have invites to send delegations over there for people to get involved. And the friendship is extended. I'm particularly friendly over there. I stay with the family of Bettina Kepler, who's involved in the Twinning Association and with the Burgermeister on the council in Oberkirch. My mum and dad were involved back in 1988 when it first kicked off formally, and I'll talk about that now as well. But we were very friendly with Irene and Peter Gunter. Sadly, Irene's died in the last 3 months as well. So those links that are going, people remember them, but we've got to look to the future as well. And it all started. There was a public meeting back in 1988 about whether we should twin with a German town. There were a lot of people that had emotions about the World War. Was it too soon? And they held a public meeting in the old Bridgemeadow Community Centre, which was next to the football club. For it, funny enough, where Morrison's roundabout is now, to be precise, and it was packed. You couldn't get in there. There were people stood outside expressing views.
Wow.
There were windows open, listening to it. I mentioned Pat Lewis as the clerk. It was her husband Peter that actually chaired the meeting, and the vast majority of people at that meeting said, yes, we do want to formalise this agreement. And that's when the then mayor back in 1999, Zoe Pritchard, signed the friendship agreement with Oberkirch. But the Twinning Association was formed because it is Haverfordwest Town that is twinned with Oberkirch, but it's not the town council. But we've got to work in conjunction with the town council. And the president of the Twinning Association is always the current mayor. So this year, tomorrow, the 35th AGM will be chaired by the current mayor, Jill Owens.
Well, fantastic. It's going to be wonderful. I mean, the history is fantastic. And also, it's wonderful that if, anyone ever is visiting Germany, just maybe put it on the map and go and say hello to some people in the shops, and just say you're from Haverfordwest and proud to be. Who knows who you might bump into, and we know how much of a small world it is here in the county. You go over there, and who knows who they might know here in Pembrokeshire.
You've got artifacts, pictures, photographs of Haverfordwest people from the past that are over there as well. The town hall, you'd be welcomed for it. There used to be Nicole that was involved. She was the equivalent of Vanessa now as the town clerk over here. And for it, she's recently retired, as is the Burgermeister as well, Matthias, and there's a new Burgermeister in Martins, and he's hopefully going to come over this year as well because of the 35th year, and they want to celebrate in what's going on. But honestly, Tobes, it's a beautiful town. In what
it looks absolutely stunning. I was having a look on online before we did the interview. It's fabulous, absolutely beautiful.
It is, and I'm wearing the Welsh shirt. You've said about the football referee, and I just love football. 21st of March now, Wales are playing in that qualifier. If we get through it, where are the Euros this year?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a
finals are in Germany. There'd be no better
yeah.
place for people to go to say, actually, I'm going to spend a couple of days down in Oberkirch and I'll go and watch the Wales game. It'll be on TV in the fan zones and things like that. And wow. But if people are thinking of going and they want to spend time over there, contact the town council office, or they can contact me and we can put you in touch with the right people over there as well. They have the warmest of welcomes, exactly the same as our German friends have when they come back to Haverfordwest.
And do not forget some of the wonderful delights that the Germans can offer as well, from a wine festival to wonderful handcrafted beers. And you can't forget as well, love a bratwurst, me, I tell you. Love a good bratwurst. Twiggy, and this event, and it's happening tomorrow, the AGM.
Yep. AGM is in Haverfordwest Cricket Club. We're very fortunate that they also promote the twinning, and they're allowing us to use their facilities. So we'll be there for a 6:30 start. For it isn't going to be a long AGM. It's not a formal AGM in that it's going to take hours or anything like that. The actual committee is built on friendship as well, is to say, actually, what can we do to make this better? And we want to support any organisation that goes over there. We can hopefully support the youth service that are going over, not only with contacts, but financially and things like that as well. And we're supporting the town council. We want to open those doors again, and let's get people moving. They bring a lot of money into Haverfordwest when they come over. And we've talked a lot about what's happening with the county council at the moment and in the town, and how dire Haverfordwest is. I don't believe that. There's still a lot of history. There's still a lot of heritage. There's still so much about this town to be proud of. This is one way of promoting it. And if they bring a busload or when the set batter plan came over, 2 bus loads of people over. That's a lot of money coming into our economy for a long weekend. And we've got to remember that as well, to say, let's open it up. Let's see what we know. But come and get involved. Please don't sit there and thinking, oh, I wish I'd gone to that. Now's the time to go and do it. You know, the younger, the better as well. From any age, 18 up and over, we'd welcome it. Any ideas, we'll consider anything. But come and work with us. Don't just sit there and leave it to the older generation, which unfortunately don't. I'm now one of them.
Twiggy, always great catching up with you. Thanks for popping in, for having a chat about this today. More details online now for you, purewestradio.com. Click on community events. There you'll see the details of the Haverfordwest Twinning Association, AGM. It's happening at the Cricket Club tomorrow at 6:30. You can find out more details there. Twiggy, great to see you, my man.
Auf Wiedersehen.
It's Pure West Radio, your station for Pembrokeshire. It's your daytime show with Occy White Travel. Luke Elford, he's on the way. Up next, he is our local artist of the week. I tell you what a talent. He's on the way for you right